Today I'll be talking about some head tracking software to use specifically within iRacing, but you can use it within any kind of sim racing platform, Assetto, Corsetta, Project Cars, anything like that. I've heard it works pretty easily with those. And you can also use it in other things like Flight Simulator, which is actually where I found out about it and wanted to see if it actually worked within sim racing. I'm using a very basic budget webcam. You can probably use any basic webcam that you have. And the two pieces of software that I'm using is AITrack and OpenTrack. I'll link the video for the install. It's super easy to install. It took me about 5 minutes. I just have to configure a couple settings in here. And then I was ready to go. The nice part is once you actually start running, you don't have to do anything else with iRacing. You just load up iRacing or any kind of sim racing or flight simulator, and it's already tracking your face because of the interface that's they're using here. I think it's built up upon TrackIR and everything like that. Some things I've heard is that it's a bit computationally expensive. It slows your computer down. I have a pretty budget rig. I haven't seen any slowdown, even in races and things like that. So I don't think it's actually affecting it. So you can see on the left-hand side here is AITrack. You can see when I put my face, turn it more towards the webcam, you can see that it's tracking my face quite well. And then as I move my head to the left and to the right, this little red ball, I don't know if you can see it, tracks my face. I've had to play around with a little bit with the mapping, and you'll see when I drive. It's still not there yet. When I had it linear, whenever I moved my head just a little bit to the left and to the right, there was just too much movement. It was a bit unnatural. So again, I'm still playing with it. I'm still trying to figure out the sweet spot here. But the software actually works quite easy. So again, I'll link the installation YouTube tutorial that I use for install. Again, it's AITrack and OpenTrack. Alright, so recenter. You can see I move my head to the left, move my head to the right. I gotta work on the mapping a little bit, but it's not too bad. It provides a little bit more immersion and it helps you see some of the apex a little bit better than if it was just a static setup here. The one thing I didn't highlight when I talked about the setup video is that I just have it set so I can look left and right, not that my head can move up and down. That fully is supported with the AITrack, but it was super disorienting, and I actually got a lot of disorientation and a lot of drift. But when I have the left and the right, it actually seems to be working quite okay. Not really having a good couple laps here, but again, just trying to show you potentially what you can do with them. And the reason I got this is I struggle quite a bit on very sharp corners because I just can't see the apex. It's always out of my field of view, especially in the Mazda with the support bar here. So again, I don't have the mapping perfectly down yet, but I think it's getting there, and I think it would be a pretty useful tool. And again, I think for people that don't have the space or the money for triples or for an ultra wide or triples, yeah, of course. It actually works quite well. So I suggest looking into it. If you have a webcam, it's free. The only thing you have to pay for is a webcam, which if you already have one for remote work, it tends to work quite well. Alrighty, so here's a hot lap. I'll just go through the first couple of corners. You'll see that it works quite well. I think I still got to work with the mapping a little bit, but it's getting there. See when I was in that corner, the apex actually was exposed, which you typically don't see from the support structure here from the left. So again, it's a bit nice. I still got to work with the tracking, but I'll give the iPhone application a shot as well to see how that actually works out. and that's that. So you can see, again, I'm still got to work with the settings a little bit, but I think it adds a bit of immersion, and for us that can't afford, we don't have the space for
0.8 seconds.
3 monitors. It does help out a little bit.